Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Clash Royale video. In this video, we talk about the ShonoTrollsYou account, which I made a couple weeks ago, and as you can see, already at 2012 trophies, however, only a level 5. Now, you're asking, how did level 5 get into Arena 7? Well, we've seen level 1s easily get to Arena 6 by just outplaying opponents. Well, we have a deck here that actually works extremely well, and you guys know how ridiculous Giant Poison is, but when you throw in a Witch and you throw in an Ice Wizard, it gets even more ridiculous. You can use the Bomber to counter Barbs, you can use Barbs to counter Prince, you can use a Witch to counter Prince, you can use a Witch to counter Mini P.E.K.K.A, you can use Witches to counter the Minion Horde, you can use Poison to pretty much counter Spawners and everything else. And we do have an upgrade to the P.E.K.K.A, so we're going to upgrade it to level 4 right now, and that would be a nice upgrade. As we get another 72 health, 22 damage per second, and 39 damage for that. So that's a nice little upgrade. And that won't put us at level 6, because we're only at 282 XP. Now, as you can see by our combat log, we are doing quite well. There was a 0-1 defeat from State Lover, but 3-1, 3-1, a 1-3 with the wrong deck, a 0-1 against State Lover, and then 3-1, a 1-0 win against State Lover. So we've done a lot of good stuff, and then another victory against State Lover. So we've done some pretty good stuff here. So, we're going to show off a couple replays here showing the dominance of this deck. And we're going to start off with Pedro, who does have a Sparky, by the way. And he also has the Skeleton Army. This is kind of a troll deck, for sure. However, the Sparky can do some damage, especially if you put minions in front of it. So we place a Giant on the opposite side of the Sparky. So he places a Wizard. Now, interesting tactic here is you can poison a Wizard and kill it. I don't know what we actually do in this place if we just don't play defense or what. It looks like we're not playing defense. So we're going to place a Witch. And he places a Balloon. So now we have to react a little bit defensively. Looks like we're not. So there goes the tower. We poison the Balloon and the Sparky. And the Witch will do short work of that Skeleton Army. So we get the first tower. We don't have to arrow the Skeleton Army. There's the Sparky. Is it going to get another shot off? No. 366 health and pretty quick rush win there. He rages the towers to try to deal with all that stuff, but unfortunately too little too late. Down goes this guy 3-1. Alright, so in our next replay, we messed around with a couple decks here. We're going to show the replay against NanoTara. Here we split Barbs to kind of see what he has. We kind of make that play if we have a Giant and we don't have a Witch available. So he's kind of just sitting on 10 elixir. He places a Musketeer to deal with the left side, so we place a Giant on the right side. So he places the Knight. I don't know why he didn't drop the Inferno tower there. I think that would have been a better play. So there's a Poison to deal with that Witch. Musketeer is going to get some hits on the tower. We're going to do some pretty good work. That Witch gets eradicated by the Poison. So Musketeer does get some hits on the tower. So here we have a couple plays. We can Witch the Knight, or we can just let him do his thing. I don't think he's going to do much damage. So we're placing a Bomber, both at 10 elixir. And you can see NanoTara wasting. So again, we split Barbs. There is the Giant on the right side. There's a Minion Horde. And how do we deal with a Minion Horde? Just arrow it. Although it looks like we're playing for offense on the left side. There goes the Minions. So the Knight's hitting on the Giant. The Barb hitting on the Knight. So we play some Archers to try to deal with that Giant. And we don't do it. Well, it looks like his Giant is going to get the tower. Now, he is a level 7 versus my level 5, so he's going to have a little bit of an advantage. So we place a Mini P.E.K.K.A. places the Inferno Tower a little bit away, which does take a hit there. So, very good passive play, even though it sacrificed a lot of the Witch's health. So here we place a Bomber. Bomber should be able to trade with the Witch. So we're kind of just waiting for the Inferno to take down. We place a Giant on the right. If we can get a poison down on that Inferno, it should not hit on the Giant. So there's our Witch. So we can place Barbs in front to soak up the Inferno Tower. That's exactly what we do. So that's a good poison there. We poison 4 things, 5 things, including the Giant. So we can arrow, do some damage. The skeletons are gone. The Giant just pushing his way through. So we place a mini P.E.K.K.A on the left. There's the Giant getting Inferno. And places a Minion Horde to deal with the Witch. Unfortunately, the Witch is still up. So the skeletons will get on the tower, and we are in the overtime. And we're giving them the laugh signal. Well, here we place Barbs to deal with the Knight. Now we have an 1160 health Giant. This is a really interesting scenario here. So he's going on offense. We actually play a defensive poison and a mini P.E.K.K.A. to get rid of that Musketeer. A very critical point, but at 168 health, because we played the poison defensively, we actually got the victory. And there's the thumbs up, respect there. Troll killers, ShonoTrollsYou out-trolled you. So next up we have a replay from Lauren's 99 from Spaghetti. And he is a level 8 versus a level 5. And he is running Witch Giant, so this should be really interesting. He also has a Wizard Musketeer. So a lot of key components that actually make Giant and Witch work. Does he have a poison? I can't remember. So we place a Bomber as a passive play. He places a Wizard. Now keep in mind, level 1 poison can get rid of a level 5 Wizard, no problem. So there's his Giant. I think the play here is actually poisoning the Giant. Looks like we're going for a Witch though. And there's the Witch. So here I believe we do a defensive poison. That's going to slow the Giant down. Giant's going to just tank that Wizard. Wizard goes down. Witch is going to deal with the skeletons. So Witch gets eaten up. There is the Barbs. And we place our own Barbs. So those Barbs are going to destroy the opponent's Barbs, including the Witch help. So there's some skeletons as well. So Fire Spirits come in. We got some Archers in the back to do some chip damage. Hits on the skeletons, not the Witch. And there's some damage on the tower. It's not going to be quite as much as him. We place a Bomber to avoid chip damage. So the mistake a lot of these guys make is once you take a tower, sometimes you play really stupidly. And by that, it means usually going for a 3 crown, or it also means just going and trying to waste elixir on stupid plays. So there's the Giant Wizard again, so we place a Witch again. And this time we place a mini P.E.K.K.A to deal with the Wizard right away. So if we can get that Giant up, we can turn an offense into a defense. A defense into an offense. So there's a mini P.E.K.K.A in the back. He's got to try to zap that mini P.E.K.K.A. He places Barbs. And the Witch just eradicates them. There's the poison. Fire Spirits hit on a couple skeletons. And there is the first tower. And those Spear Goblins aren't going to do much. We throw Barbs to pad the Witch. So here he places a Wizard away. I don't know what he's thinking there. And at this point, we just think it's a good game. It's over. He places his own Barbs. We got a mini P.E.K.K.A coming in hot. I don't think we take the tower from this guy at this point. Yeah, 380. So he places a Giant, so we kind of have to do the same thing. We play a defensive Giant to just soak everything up. It zaps the skeletons. So here we place a defensive poison. Does not... Actually, it looks like it's hitting the Giant. I'm not exactly sure, though. So there's a tower. And we place Barbs. That was really dumb, trying to kill that Wizard. And he places his own Barbs. So at this point, we know it's in overtime. He has 380 health. We start hitting away on that tower. So we're going to take a poison and a couple arrows to finish him off. So if we can hold off. And here he's going for the 3 crown instead of 2. So this is what I'm talking about. By trying to protect the 3 crown, he's actually making stupid mistakes. So we kind of let the Witch do his thing. There's a Musketeer. We're going to get rid of it with the Barbs. Musketeer stays up. There's some Fire Spirits. Archers are going to deal with most of them. So here we can place an offensive poison. We have arrows as well. And my tower has 26 away. If we can cycle back to that poison or arrows, we got this game easily. Once again, a passive play here. Just get rid of the giant. The witch does an amazing job at that. And the bomber also to soak up all that stuff. Here he plays barbs, and I don't understand that. And there is the 3 crown by ShonoTrollsYou. There's the laugh and angry face. Your level 8 got beat by a level 5. Sorry, get out of here. Learn how to giant and witch and put a poison in your deck. That would help you out quite a bit, buddy. So our next replay, we're actually going to show the defeat that State Lover caused on me because I really like the way that he did this fight. So we start off by splitting barbs. And there's a bomber in the back. The barbs are going to do minor damage. We place a giant in front of the bomber. That's a little bit wasteful. Mini-P.E.K.K.A is going to do a lot of damage to that giant, as are the archers. So we're going to place a Mini-P.E.K.K.A to trade against his. The giant is going to get a couple hits. The Mini-P.E.K.K.A is going to get distracted by the archers. And that does not hit the tower, but it does kill the archer. So a little bit of points for ShonoTrollsYou against State Lover. So here he places a P.E.K.K.A. Now, one thing we notice about P.E.K.K.A is that witches do well as long as they're not being targeted. So witches with the skeletons can distract P.E.K.K.As for days. So here's a wizard and a P.E.K.K.A. Now, the best play you can make here is just poison all that, because that's a lot of splash. So we place a defensive poison, and we have a witch in the back. The whole point of the witch in the back is to just distract the P.E.K.K.A and keep it off the witch. So that does not kill the wizard, so we have to place barbs. Arrows the barbs, and the P.E.K.K.A goes down. Who can place a Mini-P.E.K.K.A and put a lot of pressure on? And there's some archers in the back. Got to cycle the barbs, and Mini-P.E.K.K.A does get one hit off, which was hitting on the tower, but the barbs push him back. So here we have to place a bomber, but not too bad as the tower is already at 639. And basically just countering play. A lot of low-level gameplay just involves countering plays and then trying to make pushes. Here we try to use archers for chip damage. So now we have it at 351. So a couple poisons, and that tower is gone. So we place a giant with a P.E.K.K.A. As we know, giants get destroyed by P.E.K.K.As. We poison right there. That's to try to soak up the wizard. We arrow just to get rid of the wizard, because wizards and P.E.K.K.As are dangerous together. So the tower is at 107. That P.E.K.K.A is going to get shredded up by the giant, but it's going to stall. Here he places Bard. We place a bomber a little bit too far ahead. We have to place a defensive poison to be able to deal with that P.E.K.K.A. So all that stuff's going to get poisoned. Now he places a P.E.K.K.A on the right, trying to go the other way. We have to place a witch to stop that P.E.K.K.A. Now this is a crucial play here. We know time's running out, so we're going to push a giant on the left. This is probably one of the most brilliant plays in the game that I see made. We use archers to distract the P.E.K.K.A, so all the giant has to do is get one hit. And look at that freeze. He gets the crown by freezing my giant at the end, and that was an awesome play by State Lover. Thumbs up, respect to you, buddy. Great job. So in our next replay, we have Bloss with an Inferno Dragon and an Inferno Tower and a P.E.K.K.A. So basically level 8 commons, level 5 rares, level 2 epics. So we start with a passive play the bomber. He places a wizard and an Inferno Dragon. So we're going to place a witch in the back. He zaps the bomber. I'm not exactly sure why. Zaps again with a mirror. So that's 5 elixir to kill a 3 elixir bomber. And I think that's a stupid play. So the witch skeletons are going to distract the Inferno Dragon. We place barbs. And the Inferno Dragon only brings 1 barb to half health. So there's an Inferno tower to kind of distract, and the witch and the skeletons going after the Inferno tower goes down quickly. There's like 4 skeletons, 3 skeletons, 2 archers, and there looks to be the first tower. And this guy is a level 8. So he places a minion horde on top of a witch. The witch actually survives, and there's a level 4 giant. So already he's playing really bad. This is a really funny moment from the Inferno dragon, hitting on skeletons, not the giant. Finally targets the giant there, but look at the damage on the tower, already 1240. So a witch can do really well against an Inferno dragon, because the Inferno dragon, he actually misses the skeletons. Hits the witch though. This guy clearly has no idea how to use a zap spell. So the Inferno dragon distracted by the skeletons from the witch, more skeletons from the witch. So basically the Inferno dragon does not work very well against witches. We place some barbs in front, kind of to pad the witch. Here we can place a poison. The wizard is going to distract, but the bomber survives. Places minion horde, and the bomber cashes in 3 crowned very easily. We didn't even see a P.E.K.K.A this game, and the Inferno dragon taken out very easily by the witch, and Bloss gets 3 crowned by ShonoTrollsYou. So in our next replay, we're going up against a princess level 9. And this is another replay that goes to show you that when people get stupid by trying to go for 3 crowns, sometimes it works against you. Here he places a pump. So we place a giant. This is where we actually got an ice wizard from a legendary chest. So we actually swapped out the archers for an ice wizard. Is the ice wizard better? Depends. Archers do well against balloons. Ice wizard does not quite so much, even though it can slow the balloon down. However, ice wizard can be super annoying. So he lets us get our whole combo down. We're going to poison all of that. And there's a princess away from the poison. I believe my arrows are only level 5, so because of that, we're actually not able to take out that princess. And because of that, that's a little extra damage that we took. So, seeing that we just use arrows, he places a rage on the minions. We have to drop our giant just to not lose our tower. So, very defensive play there. And I believe we are going to lose this tower from that hog. There's nothing we can do against that. We do try to P.E.K.K.A him down. So there goes the tower. And Skeleton Horde, that was actually a good play to stop the mini P.E.K.K.A from doing damage, but that's why we have bombers in the deck. Here he places another princess, so we place a bomber in the back. We're going to place an ice wizard against double princesses, and you can tell this guy is in 3 crown mode. And this is where we're going to catch him off guard. So here he places a minion horde. And this is where we also find out that our arrows do not one-shot the minions, although the towers do one-shot it. So we wasted another 2 rage on the minions. I guess he forgot I had arrows. Normally arrows would one-shot minions, but because my arrows are only level 5, level 9 minions do survive. So he places a Hog Rider away. So it gives us time to react with barbs. So we're going to put a giant in front of those barbs. There's the skeleton. We have to get something down. We'll place a bomber. So how do you stop the giant? We missed the poison on the princess, but we can arrow. And that's where we found out the arrow does not take out the princess. So here he places a wizard. We don't take the princess out. That's big. So again, he's in 3 crown mode. We place a mini P.E.K.K.A. Here he tries to get sneaky with a skeleton army. We place a witch, so that's a positive 1 elixir trade there. Mini P.E.K.K.A does take out the princess, and now we can work on the second tower. So there is the ice wizard combo. We kind of just let them go, and we arrow all that, I believe. Yep, we probably should have placed the poison a little bit earlier. So all that did like 496. We have to bomber that princess. That's kind of unfortunate. So there is 760. Keep in mind this guy is a level 9 against a level 5, so the ice wizard doesn't do a lot of damage. Here he sends a Hog Rider, and we have barbs ready for him. And that's going to push the Hog Rider away so he does not get a swing off. Here we have to place a giant against a witch defensively. And get a princess. There's the minion horde. And he rages it, but the barbs distract long enough. We don't even have to arrow the minion horde. So we can poison that, and one more hit, and that is done. ShonoTrollsYou takes out a level 9, and I'm sorry, but if you're a level 9, you should be playing better than that against level 5s. That's just horrible. And in our final replay, we have a 3-0 against Alex Cross. I did this one this morning before I went to work. So this is kind of a weird deck. It's got spawners, it's got a giant, it's got a knight, Hog Rider, minions. I think it also had a spear goblin hut. So here he places the barb hut. We place a giant down. So the best way we can deal with that is place a witch along with a bomber. Skeletons will help take some damage off of the giant and also kill those barbs quicker. So we place our bomber down and he places a knight. So we're going to place our ice wizard to get rid of those barbs. There's the minion little thing, and the witch will take it out in 3 hits. There's a giant, so we poison the barb hut. And we're going to start working over that giant. Basically a defensive play there. The giant is about to go down. There's a minion horde. And the witch and the ice wizard take out. We throw a mini P.E.K.K.A in because we know he's low on elixir. The barbs are going to get there. So unfortunately we don't get the tower there, but we do damage and he's done none. So we got the Hog Rider. There's going to be some damage on our tower. We place the witch, mostly just to get rid of the barbs. And we can also build up a push with that witch. So here he places spear goblins, and that's not going to do much against a giant. So there's the minions again. 3 hits from the witch will get rid of level 8 minions. And there's the ice wizard. Down goes the first tower. Now the giant and the skeletons pushing away at the hut. He throws down his own witch, but mine is level 3, and my witch immediately targets it. Look at the damage difference. We place some barbs to help pad the witch. He places a knight right inside of the witch. Does absolutely nothing. Witch is still up. We can poison and slow down the towers, and the ice wizard doing some work as well. And I think it's a little bit too late at this point. So there's the arrows, and the ice wizard cashes in for the 3 crown, and down goes somebody in Arena 7, and that was the fight that actually put us in Arena 7. So another 3 crown by ShonoTrollsYou, and you can see the results of this deck. So if you like this video showing off my 3rd Clash Royale account, ShonoTrollsYou, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Clash Royale videos playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And if you want to see some more Giant Poison Ice Wizard Witch gameplay from ShonoTrollsYou, we might even do a live stream in the very near future. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!